Yeah. Three in the morning, the city don't know my name yet, but I'm up in the kitchen mapping out something I can't explain yet. Nobody's watching, that's the only time it's honest. This is for me and whoever I was when I first made that promise. I come from rooms where the ceilings had water stains, where ambition felt like a borrowed word, something you couldn't really claim. I watched my mother's hands get older before her face did, working double shifts for a life that somehow never paid it. I kept that image in the back part of my thinking. Every time the doubt came up and I was close to sinking, I write my goals down in a notebook no one's ever opened. Talk to God about the future I envision. Not the kind of prayers you say loud in congregation. This was 2 a.m. quiet, just me and my frustration. I turned the phone off, I learned to sit inside discomfort. Stop performing progress for an audience that won't see the effort. I ate the same meal 4 nights in a row and called it discipline. I let certain friendships quietly thin out, let them go with grace. Cause some people love you where you are and can't imagine you in a different place. And vision is a lonely thing before it turns to structure.
I'm building in the dark where nobody sees the blueprint, carrying a future that ain't born yet. I can feel it. Some days the doubt is loud, some nights I barely sleep right. But something in me knows, just keep going, keep it quiet. Keep it quiet.
Quiet. Yeah, year 2 and the numbers still don't look like confirmation. But I've learned to read the small signs, find a different kind of validation. The way I handle pressure now compared to who I was before. The way I don't need outside noise to remind me what I'm working for. That's a shift you don't announce. That's a shift you barely notice until you're in a conversation and you hear yourself be focused. I turned the TV off and started studying the craft. Took the long road when a shortcut didn't feel like it would last. Lost a job, found a lesson. Lost a girl, found direction. Not because the pain was good, but because pain demands your full attention. And attention turned to effort, and effort turned to pattern. And pattern turned to something I can feel building underneath my chapters. I think about the version of me 5 years from right now, looking back at this season like, this is how it was supposed to go somehow. Not because some higher power wrote it perfectly and clean, but because I kept showing up for a life I only quietly dreamed.
I'm building in the dark where nobody sees the blueprint, carrying a future that ain't born yet. I can feel it. Some days the doubt is loud, some nights I barely sleep right. But something in me knows, just keep going, keep it quiet. Keep it quiet.
Keep it quiet. There's a version of this story where I gave up in November, where the cold and the silence made me forget why I started. But I found my own handwriting in an old journal from before. And the person I was writing to is who I'm fighting for. So I don't need the validation in the comment sections. Don't need the world to notice I'm moving in a direction. Greatness doesn't announce itself, it compounds in the silence between the moment you decide and the moment they all finally find it.
I was building in the dark, now you can see the blueprint was carrying a future. Look, it's here now, I can feel it. Some days the doubt was loud, some nights I barely slept right. But I kept going, kept believing, kept it quiet. Kept it quiet.
I kept it quiet. Nobody saw the mornings before the breakthrough. Nobody saw the nights I almost talked myself out of everything. The story that gets told is never the full one. The full one happens in private. And the discipline nobody photographs, and the patience nobody applauds, and the belief you have to hold on your own long before the world decides to agree with you. Build in silence.
Let the work be the announcement.